Baptist Convention, through its Christian voluntary organization, is intensifying efforts to combat social vices among young persons. At a national jamboree in Kaduna, members of the Royal Ambassadors Anti-Social Vices Club gathered to raise awareness about the growing menace of cybercrime, drug abuse, and other harmful habits. The advocacy aims to protect the future of the nation's youth and secure a better tomorrow. Governor of Kaduna State, Uba Sani, commended the move and promised support for any initiative aimed at moving the state and country forward.
Raise the awareness, advocacy against social vices. Today we have seen that beyond the regular things we talk about, cybercrime, which was not an issue maybe 10, 20 years ago, has become so rampant among young people. We have seen young people, moving around, doing all kinds of things that does not only destroy them, but also compromises the future of our country. And so the Royal Ambassadors, in our own little way and corner, is using the instrumentality of the Anti-Social Vices Club to reach out to our own peers, those who fall under our space, and also do what we can in terms of outreach to get them to get out of those things.
In Osun State, the Minister of Marine and Blue Economy, Adegboyega Oyetola, has presented 100,000 naira each to over 30 students who scored about 200 marks in their UTME. We have details in this report.
The beneficiaries were given free UTME forms in February this year. After writing the examination, over 30 of them got above 200 marks. They are now being supported with 100,000 naira each to pursue their higher education.
The exercise is just to see how we can also encourage the youth, to also encourage those that also have the power and the will to do this, but they've not been able to push themselves to actually come out. This is the time the society needs those that have the opportunity to also see a way of giving back to society.
Those that got below 200 marks were also given 10,000 naira each.
We were happy with the way the program went. It went successfully without any hitch, and the students, they comported themselves throughout the exercise, and there was no interference from anybody. And actually, about 137 of them scored 40% and above.
The free UTME form initiative started over 4 years ago, with beneficiaries now in various higher institutions of learning.
Since the program started, we've been having a lot of positive feedbacks. One of it is particularly is in Part 4 medicine now, and is in UI. And he actually had overall also in JAM 4 years ago.
Stay away from things that will give them huge money at just the level of their age. Most of us now, I have a lot of friends that are into Yahoo because they will need money, which is not yet time for them to look for money. It's not their time.
Rafi Hamid, TVC News, Shubu.
Away from that, to end the spate of poverty and gender-based violence globally, developed and developing countries must ensure global partnerships to empower the girl child and reduce inequality to spur economic growth. Wife of former governor of Ondo State, Betty Akeredolu, made the call at a girl child empowerment program in Ibadan. Senior reporter Olaide Oyewole has more.
According to the United Nations, 1 in 5 girls worldwide are denied education due to poverty, violence, and discrimination, while 15 million girls under 18 are married annually. To address this issue and achieve the first sustainable development goal, ending poverty, young girls are being empowered with various skills to enable them to positively impact society. Wife of a former governor of Ondo State, Betty Akeredolu, emphasized that there is a direct link between poverty and gender-based violence, stressing that this connection must be addressed through global cooperation.
Because we want you to be independent women, financially independent women, because it has been proven, studies have proven that one of the things that leads to gender-based violence or spousal abuse is when a woman depends 100% on husband, and you ask for everything: food, pencil for children, tomato, your lace, everything on a man. At a point, the man snaps. And this could really lead frustration on the part of the man, and he will start to talk you down.
For 15-year-old Oriolu Adesoji, she's ready to tackle a decade-long power outage in her community in Ibadan by leveraging her solar power skills to bring light and energy.
I want to impact my society because I live in an area where they have not had lights for over 10 years. Because I think the transformer fell a long time ago and nobody bothered to fix it. So now that I have gained knowledge about solar technology, I plan or I hope to help them in that community by at least fixing some solar panels in some houses.
The empowerment of these young girls and the call for more women's education underscores the urgent need to address gender disparities in education and economic opportunities. Olaide Oyewole, TVC News, Ibadan.
So Enugu, where the state government is accelerating plans to include young persons in the policy review process to bridge the gap between them and policymakers. This resolution was reached at a stakeholders meeting in Enugu by the state government and key players. Senior reporter Bamidele Ajayi has more, but that will be after this break. Please stay. Let's now bring you that report from Enugu, where the state government is accelerating plans to include young persons in the policy review process to bridge the gap between them and policy makers. Senior reporter Bamidele Ajayi has more.
Nigeria is a home to a significant growing youth population, with over 1/3 of it are below 24 years. A survey from the Federal Ministry of Youth Development in 2022 revealed that a notable 35% of Nigerians between 15 to 34 years unemployed youths are available for work, actively seeking work or working less than 20 hours per week, whereas 28% of young people that are in workplace are recognized as unemployed, working between 20 to 39 hours a week. In a bid to address the challenges faced by Nigerian youth, Enugu State Government is partnering South Sahara Development Organization with Action Aid Nigeria to develop a comprehensive youth policy framework designed to place young people at the center of the state development process. At this engagement meeting, the state government highlighted the potential inherent in developing youth human capacity.
We are guided by the UN policy formulation rules and regulations, which requires stakeholder engagement such as this. So which requires that we must have the youth themselves who are supposed to be the beneficiaries of this policy.
The development partner described the initiative as apt that will address personal development of the young people.
Now what we did today is to have a wider stakeholder engagement. Because of this technical working group, of course, are just key representative, but today we had wider stakeholder engagement to also get feedback from different sectors and different key players.
Participants emphasized the importance of the workshop to have youth making contribution to the policy formulation of the state.
When you include the youth in what you are doing, because they are the ones suffering it. But after this policy and by God's grace, government started implementing it, I think we will no longer have the issue of you shortchange this and that.
The primary objective of the engagement was to gather input from various stakeholders to shape a youth policy that reflects the aspiration and needs of youth in Enugu State. Different youth organizations participated in the youth engagement workshop. Bamidele Ajayi.